Well, there it is. Hi guys, welcome to a 4 versus 4 random team game. We're going to be playing on Market Square as Orc. That's right, as the Orc. So let's see how we get on here. Human, not elf, Orc. Missing an undead, but it's okay. So we're going to be going with a Tauren Chieftain build here, but not what you may necessarily think. It's going to be a little bit diverted into something a bit heavier, a bit more bouldery. I'm trying to think of good words. I was going to say more machinery, but these words aren't quite correct. So we'll see. Demolishers, there you go. I'll put that out there and see how people take that. That's my job, demolishers. And they'll probably be like, oh, build something else. I'll try to maybe get some bats or something if the enemy get too much air. But I'll get the build going first of all, and then we can go into what the strategy entails. So, if you're doing this build order, it's normally burrow, altar, war mill, and then barracks. Is how this should go. In the ideal world. In an ideal world. So, Mr. Barracks, there we go. And then back onto the gold mine and onto wood. So, everything is good. Beautiful. Right then, so Mark Antonius says, try reading this with a Tauren accent. Okay, well let me set myself up.
Oh, I can see my ancestors.
I think I got 5 in the gold mine there as well. Yeah, okay, that was too many. Get back on the wood, because we know I need the wood. Don't take that out of context. So Tauren Chieftain, here he comes. Alrighty, so we want
Tauren Chieftain with Stump Aura, Tinker.
It's going to start sounding like my Pirate Santa, I just noticed.
Rockets and engineering upgrade. Mass demolishers. Make sure to up them to free. Also probably want to borrow, so I can actually build something. I just realized that I need tier 2. Can I get some, maybe some headhunters to start off with, so my Tauren Chieftain can actually do something and have some form of anti-air until I get the demolishers? I think I can allow myself that.
Okay, if I do this, if I speak too quickly, I can't do the Tauren Chieftain accent, but I have to talk quickly, otherwise I won't be able to do this. Okay. I'm just going to read this normally at this point. You have 2 goals with this strategy. 1 is to use the scroll of speed to quickly enter enemy bases with the mass demolishers and to well demolish it. 2 is to chain stun the enemy heroes using stomp and cluster rockets. So focus them with your demolishers and hope that you can maybe one-shot them or at least do a decent chunk of significant damage. Let's get a tech going, and then we can go into more headhunters. Well, that was really short, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. Is what he says. He thinks that was short. Oh, he says, oh, and I forgot something. Build 1 to 3 raiders so you can keep enemies in place for longer. So using ensnare while you focus them with the demos. Okay, so I'll get a few headhunters to start off with creeping. Then I'll try to work my way into demolishers as soon as I can. And then a few raiders to maybe hold things in place. There we go. So we'll just do some straightforward creeping right now with my Tauren Chieftain. Anything to give him experience, because the Tauren Chieftain is love and the Tauren Chieftain needs experience. I don't think I got a shop, so I'm going to be going towards the middle at this point. I can work towards a shop now, but it's a little bit late. I should probably build it over here, because you're going to be going in and out of the base. So let's go towards the middle, lads. Let's not hesitate. Let's not dilly-dally. Get to that fountain of health and hope that no one else is there. Otherwise, we're going to have a bit of a battle on our hands. Just still getting headhunters at the moment because they're very solid for just sort of helping me creep and get some units. But when that tech goes through, I'll start building those demolishers. I should really try to get myself an expansion as well. This is fairly expensive. Orc upgrades are pretty expensive. In fact, they are the most expensive upgrades if you want to get all of them, particularly the armor ones. And if I want to get a decent chunk of demolishers so I can actually kill bases, yeah, I probably want a lot of luxury. So maybe do a bit of the middle and then go for an expansion once the tech is done. So do a bit of this, go heal, and go for an expansion. So we'll take 1 peon in a moment to go to the top left or the middle left expansion. That will leave some space. Time of strength +2. I'll take that. That's alright for my Tauren. Thank you very much there, Mr. Tauren. You can enjoy that. try to spread some of the DPS out. You can see the poison is being spread out anyway amongst these guys. So after just fighting just a relatively easy creep camp, all of your units and everything is pretty battered. Alright, tech is almost complete. Let's go back heal. So everyone get your health back up and running. Do I tech straight again? Am I only going with Tauren Chieftain with this? I didn't double check whether I'm getting multiple heroes or not. I'm going to get a couple more peasants. I'm going to build a demolisher. I'm going to get ranged upgrade. I'm going to pull a peon over here, and I'm going to double check the word document as I pull my units to go left. Although, I just saw that knight off there. Well, this was an unexpected development. Okay, that does change things. I'm just going to start teching now. This is getting messy. What happened to my buddy, Red, who abandoned me? I thought we were engaging in a fight there, and then he just like, I'm going to stand here now. That's how we fight. That ain't how we bloody fight, mate. Oh, look, he's just accidentally helped me. But he didn't intend to do that. He was just like, my expansion might get attacked. That's definitely what was going through his mind. Not any intention to help me whatsoever there. That was just accidental. Alright, so they're going to be getting the middle done in a moment. So we kind of want to help deal with that. So this peon's going to have to wait. I'm going to have to... Oh, Tauren Chieftain and Tinker. Sorry, my bad. I forgot about that. Okay, how's this going, this fight? This is going really bad. Demon Hunter's basically going to kill every single unit I've got, and I won't be able to even dent him because it's a fucking Demon Hunter and they're overpowered as fuck. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. So you literally have to run everything away from a Demon Hunter. He's more scary than the Blade Master. Have they killed the big guy yet? Not yet.
Yes, be happy. Work complete.
Looking forward to that next mana burn. Come on! Woo! I'm just teleporting out before I get stormbolted or something. I got both the items. So Crown of King, Scroll of Raw, as I call it. So that didn't go exactly as planned, but getting the items as a result is certainly a win. I guess I'll wait until I can get the tiny Great Hall and then go for an expansion. Oh, now they want to go to the middle. What? Looks like Red is under attack. He knows best on how to defend though, so he should be okay. Alright, let's just bring this peon back over here. We're going to try to get that Tinker out. And I'm going to try to help here, because we can get purple blocked in. Hopefully. Hopefully costing some units. Not many units, but a couple I suppose will do. Tinker time. Pull the Tinker back in. Go for that expansion. And get the upgrade for burning oil.
All systems go.
So, cluster rockets. Pull the Tauren Chieftain over here. Pick up the tiny Great Hall. Pull 4 peons because we've got a lot of wood. They can be part of my mining crew for my expansion. Uh-oh. Red is just turning up and looking for expansions. Every time I try to get something done. Yeah, look, they're all there. Fuck. Well, this is going to be a hard game to get an expansion in.
I'm all geared up.
Okay, I'm getting this expansion. I'm not hanging on too long. I didn't even get the freaking thing because I've got too distracted with trying to fight versus red. Whatever, green, blue, purple, yellow, green. X.
I'm all geared up.
I'm just getting the job done now.
What you got?
Need to get this going.
Let's roll out.
I stand ready.
No more dilly-dallying. Dilly-dallying!
Order. What would you have? Yes.
Cool. So we got that set. We've got a fairly decent chunk of wood. Demolishers are still being built. I've got to get those raiders. It's expensive. So trying to get that expansion earlier would be handy, but it's not easy on this map unless you're human or night elf. You can set up a fairly easy expansion.
I'm all geared
Now
up.
demolishers are obviously going to be very strong if they're grouped up with someone else, so that's going to be part of the key.
We need more gold.
Is to try to stick with my allies as much as possible in the fights to come. So Red's camping his base. This looks about right.
Something need to be
All
done.
systems go.
Let's deny them any expansion, so we've got control.
Yes. Work complete.
Lots of towers.
What you got?
Blimey. Something just got blown up. That's a grisly death. Did you get it? Because it was a bear?
All systems go.
Oh, never mind. So let's fill this expansion.
Something
And then I'm going to go heavy on another barracks and a bestiary. So I can have more tech and then peons after that. So bestiary and barracks somewhere. Ooh. Just in the nick of time. Ooh, didn't realize that he was standing there. Sorry, Tinker. Whoops.
work complete. Work
Oh,
complete.
God. There's so many of them.
Work complete.
I think we should back, maybe.
For the tide.
Yeah, let's back. I'm going to lose too many units. I'm going to TP to red. So I can maybe go fight versus purple. Whilst this is going on. Barracks. Maybe get another barracks on top of that. Go back into the base for a town portal again. See if I can sneak my demolishers over here before they get another town portal. There's not too far to travel for it. So it's totally doable. And then eventually I might end up getting that Tinker back. I might treat myself to the Tinker. Hey, he's actually abandoned the base. So the demolishers are actually in a good place. Snipe the wisp. A lot harder than it looks. Okay. So, Tinker needs to be produced. Raiders need their ensnare. More upgrades whilst I'm sitting underneath the food cap. And we can trash this base pretty quickly. Red the hero! Oh no, those riflemen, that range. Sniping that down. I got my range demolishers up on the high ground. Maybe focus the demon hunter this time. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, what? Those bloody Mountain Kings with their storm bolts. I was doing so well. That Tauren Chieftain was a hero.
What you got?
And now he's a zero.
I'm all geared up. I'm on top.
I'm looking for a demon hunter that will be
Let's
running
roll
across this point towards the middle.
Yeah.
Boom! Gotcha!
You have 10 seconds to complete.
That's the guy that left anyway, so they just ran him over.
I can handle that.
Yes. We're
Well, this is looking fan-dabby-dozy.
being attacked.
All systems go.
They're having fun over there. Very powerful air and dryad combination, so that covers air and anti-air in a way.
All systems go.
Mass rifles is pretty powerful over here, so waiting for my Tauren Chieftain really so I can town portal. Otherwise I've got to send my Tinker back, which I can totally do. We need more lumber, blimey. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty costly.
Ready to ride.
I'll send my Tinker back. I'll see if I can help Red. Although he's holding in there with defended footmen versus those riflemen. And there you go. They decide it's not worth all the hassle. I think that's a lot of fun, that strategy. So I'll probably go and do that again. I can't guarantee as great a results as what we just had there, but we'll try. Hello everyone. Welcome back. Market Square. I don't know how we get this map twice in a row, but hit the jackpot apparently.
Yes.
So we know the deal. It's the old Tauren Chieftain and whatnot. So starting off the same way as I did last game. So I will say basically the units I'm going to create now. So if this time I won't just say demolishers, although they didn't actually put up a fight when I said demolishers. I need to find a way to get an expansion earlier though. That much I want to do now this time. So HH demos reader. Don't mind the caps.
We need more
I was working on a document that I needed caps lock on for.
work.
Sure.
Ready to work. Something need doing.
Oh, I've done something wrong here. Okay, that's alright. I took one of the peons out of the gold mine. You're not supposed to do that to build your altar. You're supposed to do it with the peon that comes out. That's why my gold isn't quite right. Alright, no matter. It's not going to hurt me too much, but it's a little bit of a nuisance. I'll just have to hang here a second. So, let's see who's getting expos and where they're getting them. By expo, I mean expansion. Another base for which you can get gold from, and no, Mr. Blade Master, you are not going to be coming out today. Sorry, mate. I know, it's Market Square, right? The Blade Master's like, let me out! I'm really good on this map!
Something need doing.
Sorry, mate. That's not part of the strategy.
Be happy to.
Another burrow. Headhunter's going to be late. Tauren Chieftain's going to be a little bit lonely for his first creep.
Ready to work.
You can still do it though. Do I get myself a shop in this case? Almost definitely yes, if I intend to go for an expansion at some point. Teal hasn't answered me, so... Top right would be a safer expansion for me, but... I always kind of like to leave that open, because if I can get this expansion, it means it's easier for people to get expansions there later on, and I can have defenses up in this base. Do you see what I mean?
We need more gold.
Okay, Tauren Chieftain's out.
I stand ready.
So purple really does want, for some reason, to just creep alongside the Tauren Chieftain. Who doesn't, though, eh? Who doesn't? Alright, let's come over here.
Vengeance for Surti. For my ancestors. What?
He's going for an expansion as well, maybe. We can set him up with an expansion too. Could do that after.
We need more gold. We need more gold.
Right, let's step in.
Honor guide me. None shall pass. For the
Oh. Try to get them all. Keep pumping out those headhunters. See what drops. Glove of Haste. That's actually pretty good for him.
For my ancestors.
I'll actually give that item to him. It's more DPS.
What would you ask of me?
So let's take you. Let's take you. So we can at least get some towers established.
What we do? Your order. Vengeance for Surti. What do you want me killed? Ready to work.
Another healing salve to be safe.
An excellent plan. Why? I stand. Where you want me go? Vengeance for man.
Yeah, am I going to get extra power or should I just tech now? I feel like I should just tech now. And then I'll get the expansion after. Rather than hanging in there too long. Tech. He might be going for an expansion with that extra acolyte. I'll wait until this guy's dead and then I'll heal this guy. Ah, I can heal him now because he's used the bolt. That's what I was worried about. I'll probably take the boots, even though that's still good for the Demon Hunter. Can't let him have everything now, can I? Alright. Let's go get you an expansion as well. Sweet, that works out quite nicely. The tech's actually going through, so I'm not missing out on the tier. And we can go get some towers. And get this guy set up with an expansion too.
What would you ask of me?
Let's go.
Yes, chieftain.
I was a little late on that one, otherwise I could have caught this guy too. Cause of attack +9, give that to him. It's going to be quite a DPS-y little demon hunter, isn't he? Okay, tech's going through. I'd actually rather just get more towers at this expansion, because goodness knows how safe it's going to be. Or we can open this up for teal. I have no idea if he's really playing ball with us or anything like that, or has any intention to take an expansion, but seeing as we're doing a good job of clearing up the expansions at this point, we may as well continue. Nice! Take that. Take that to the bank. Demon Hunter +18, Gloves of Haste. It's looking pretty solid for him right now. Sweet. Go middle now, I'd say. Or green can definitely take the expansion if he wants. Whoever wants it can has it. I'm just going to text straight up and send a peon to get myself that tinker. No one's in the middle at the moment. Oh, spoke too soon. Careful of aggroing. Okay, let's pull these over here. This is nasty. We need to re-establish a position so we can get our heals. There we go. Hold position. Tinker. Waiting for this to be finished. Until then, I can't get the tinker. Let's get the bestiary. Let's get the extra barracks. Let's get the research. That's teching up. Then we can get the tinker. And then more peons. Tinker. Let's go. Oh, we're looking like we're in some strong control. Perhaps I can get my Crown of Kings back. So, start building demolishers over time. Because they're slow and clunky, and they are pretty much just as slow to build as well. I'll do that in case there's an enemy Blade Master. Oh, Mask of Death. That should go on the Demon Hunter. I hope that Death Knight didn't pick it out. He did. Because I wouldn't take that. That's the last fucking hero it should ever go on. Ever. I'm not even joking. The Death Knight has like the slowest DPS of almost all the heroes. What a combo. That stun from the Tauren Chieftain is ridiculously long. That green guy still hasn't done it. Look, that's so wrong. Do you know what I mean? That actually hurts a little bit. Oh, we got expansions. Let's go here. That actually hurts a little bit, honestly, to look at that. There's something that makes me want to almost throw up a little bit, seeing a Death Knight with a Mask of Death. It's just not right. Just is not right. It's so wrong. Okay, let's get some research. We're getting research for that. We could get some Kodo. I don't see why we shouldn't get some Kodos in there as well. Got a lot more gold this time. So I can definitely fit that in. Demolisher's ready to play now. Help siege this down faster. Oh yeah, they were busy getting expansions. We really need to take those down. And I need a lot more peons. I'll see if anyone's got like surplus of wood. Otherwise I'm still going to build peons because this farm, this sheep makes me suspicious. Very suspicious of that sheep. Let's just double check the top right and then probably come back and do the other side. And then we can go ham. Nope. That's so wrong.
I stand ready.
Honestly, can you think of a hero that deserves Mask of Death less than a Death Knight?
None
Just because he's got death in his name
for my ancestors.
doesn't mean he should have that item at all.
None.
Ooh, they got Griffins. This is why we kind of need that anti-air a little bit with the headhunters. Oh, I think purple might have the anti-air set.
All geared up.
He looks pretty comfortable. Okay, we're gonna go crazy. Yeah, watch out.
Order.
All systems go.
Oh dear.
An excellent plan.
Farewell, Demolisher. Farewell.
None.
We'll remake you. I'm sitting at 50 food at the moment because I haven't got the wood to really mass produce units. And I'll get as much gold as I can. It's all about the banking. The banking industry.
Something you're doing? What
Probably
do you
even
want?
get another war mill over here just so I can increase my wood.
Work complete. I stand ready.
Griffins are nasty, but purple seems prepared. I'm not sure if he's going for chimeras. He hasn't set up anything like that at the moment. Big lads are coming down over here. Orb of Frost on the Pit Lord, which makes him almost look like a meta hero. Something quite cool about that. Oh, okay.
I'm all geared up.
My bad. Let's go. Ah.
Engines running.
Let's try to go anyway. Orange is back.
All systems go. What you got?
For my ancestors.
All systems go.
Alright, let's put out the units.
I'm all geared up.
And we can put the pressure on again, because they've actually had to town portal. The only downside is it's nighttime, so it's really kind of difficult to get a good look and see what's going on.
All systems go.
There's that Death Knight with his Mask of Death. That's never going to stop bothering me.
Can't build there. We need more lumber. Complete.
What you got?
What do you want? More lumber. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Engines running.
Oh, the yellow guy's not on our side. Watch out for him. This is fun. Ah.
I'm all geared up.
Oh, they got some strong, fierce focus. I'm backing off here. Maybe not.
All systems go.
I will see what the hippos can get done. Ah, I think I have to back off. Tauren Chieftain is looking worse for wear. Okay,
My ancestors.
let's get back into it.
I stand
Wood is still such an issue though.
Our allies here are work complete.
All systems go.
I stand ready. Work complete.
This is the beauty of when you got an expansion and surplus gold sitting at 50 food. It allows you to really have a spending spree at the shops.
All systems go.
Okay.
Ready to ride. I stand ready.
There we go. I'm starting to get the resources in.
Engines running.
Done.
All systems go. Engines running.
Where you want me to go? Need something.
All systems go.
Our allied
Engines
town is
running.
being attacked.
Purple's time.
We're under attack.
It's not that I don't want to help it, it's just that I'm worried that they're too strong and set up right now.
Your order. Our allied town is being attacked.
Not sure if everyone's prepared. I think that's a goner. I think it's just something you have to let go to some degree. We're not all grouped. Careful with your demon hunter, bro.
All systems go.
Getting the focus fire down with the demolishers in the back.
Engines running.
Has he not got town portal? Classic Witty. Alright, we're going to go ham on these demolishers now. Look how many I got now at this point. These crazy demolishers, these is.
Yes, chieftain.
Right,
What you want me to?
now's the tricky part of getting all my units to play ball.
Running. All systems go. Engines running.
Yep. Through the expansions we go. Bringing them down one at a time. So I got the Kodo for a little bit extra additional damage. Speaking of which, I really need to start pumping through those upgrades. Oh, someone's actually coming in to help here. Not sure that's the smartest idea. Tauren Chieftain's not quite in the position he wants to be. He might be still able to reach a little bit. That was not the best position to teleportal yourself into. That's the only problem, is if you really want to defend your expansion, you better be prepared to do it. This is why I know Purple really want to defend expansion, but you just got to kind of realize most of the time you have to kind of let the first expansion go. You don't want to. If you're a more organized team, maybe you never have to. But generally speaking, the first expansion that gets attacked, you probably let that go, unless you know well in advance that the enemy are going to attack it.
Engines running.
Because your whole team needs a little bit of time to acclimatize and react. If you react too hastily, it goes very, very wrong. Ooh, let's fight this one out. That's really fun, that combo. I'm missing a raider though. The ore proc of truth.
I'm all geared up.
That's a lot of fun. I got a stupid amount of demolition now. More demolishes than I should ever be allowed to get away with.
Engines running.
That's how you know when you're winning. Is when you got that many demolishes. I'd say the same for the enemy team. If I saw someone in the enemy team with that many demolishes, you know that they're having a relatively easy time.
Engines running.
Because you should not have this many. That is a full group of demolishes. A full group. 4 food unit.
All systems go.
48 food of demolishers. 48 food dedicated to demolishers. Ooh, I think someone TK'd.
All geared up.
We're coming in for a wombo combo here.
Running. All systems go. Engines running. Yeah.
What a beautiful thing. Oh, what a beautiful day!
All systems go.
What a glorious day!
Geared up.
It's so fun to do this, but it's so unrealistic that you ever really get away with doing this properly.
Go.
Boom, and the wisps are gone.
Engines running.
Yikes. Well, there you go. Looks like the second game was more or less just as good. Good enough, I'd say. I think that gets the strategy through, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching. Market Square, thank you very much for blessing me twice in a row. Alright, cheers guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks. Have a good day. What else is there to say? Goodbye.